In this video, we're going to explore how to assign processes to different geometry within ZebraCut. So here's our job. Our job is on a number of different layers in Rhino. So you can see I have a text layer with some text which I would like to pen mark. I have some inner shapes which I need to cut. And obviously I have a layer called parts, which is all of the outer contours of my shapes. Now, in order to assign a process, and a process is, pen marking, knife cutting, laser cutting, whatever kind of process you might want to use, we need to go to the Configure tab. And within the Configure tab, what you'll see is you have two halves. The top half is your process library up here with all the different processes you have available. And if I click on any one of those, you'll see I have lots of information about it. The second half is your job layers. So you'll see these mirror the layers in Rhino. And our goal here is to tell ZebraCut what to do with every layer. So where it's unsure, it's put a nice red question mark there for you, and you need to remove all of those red question marks. So let's start at the top. Pen marking. You see if I click on pen marking, this will pop up and give me information, a description of pen marking and the various cut speeds and lift heights that are going to be used. So if I paste pen marking onto that layer, you'll see the question mark has disappeared. Similarly, I want to use knife cutting, and I'm going to paste knife cutting onto my parts layer and also onto my inner parts layer. Now, for the dimensioning, as I said, there's nothing in the dimensioning layer, so what we're going to do is we're going to ignore that. So we're going to change this from cut to ignore, just like this, and you'll see the red question mark goes away, and we could now successfully cut this. So if I go to cut, and if I just run a preview of this, you'll see we get a nice preview of all of the text being pen marked and all of the outsides and insides being cut. So that's all there is to assigning the processes. There are a few shortcuts. It is possible to drag and drop between the library and your layers. You can also change the order of which layer will be done first, working from top downwards. If you're going to use the same process on everything, you can select the process and apply it to all layers if you wish. And you can also toggle whether or not you're cutting, which can be quite useful if you only want to cut one individual layer. Similarly, you can choose to ignore anything that is unassigned. So I can ignore question marks and it'll turn off any layers which are not to be cut, that do not have processes assigned. So there we go, that's how to assign processes to your geometry inside of ZebraCut. Thank you very much.